Welcome to our exploration of the science of heatwaves, why they're more frequent and intense than ever. In this video, we will delve into the mechanics of heatwaves, uncovering the scientific factors that drive the rising temperatures we are experiencing today. We'll examine how these extreme weather events are impacting our health and the environment, while also shedding light on the role urbanization plays in this phenomenon. Finally, we'll discuss predictions for the future and what actions we can take to combat these escalating heat waves. Let's dive in. 1. Understanding heat waves. Heat waves, those extended peaks of sweltering temperatures, have seemingly become a regular topic of weather forecasts around the globe. At their core, heat waves are prolonged periods of excessively hot weather that may be accompanied by high humidity. The meteorological mechanics of heat waves involve a high-pressure system that traps hot air in an area, causing temperatures to rise significantly higher than the average for that time of year. These systems are often long-lived, lasting several days to sometimes even weeks, depending on the climatic conditions. Although heat is a natural part of seasonal weather patterns, the increasing frequency and intensity of heat waves are raising important questions about their underlying causes. 2. The science behind rising temperatures. The seeming increase in these heat waves can be attributed to the broader context of global warming and climate change. As greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide accumulate in the atmosphere due to human activities, they trap more heat, effectively warming the planet. This results in higher baseline temperatures, making the occurrence of heat waves more probable. According to climatologists, a warmer world means that what was once considered to be a rare and extreme heat wave is now becoming more ordinary. To put it simply, as the Earth's climate warms, the bell curve of temperature distribution shifts to the right, leading to more frequent and more intense heat events. 3. Telltale signs. How we know they're changing. To truly understand how heat waves are changing, scientists examine data stretching back hundreds of years. Records clearly show that the frequency, intensity, and duration of heat waves have risen, particularly in the last few decades. These records are built on a variety of data sources, including old weather diaries, early meteorological observations, and more modern satellite data. What makes the current heat waves stand out is their unprecedented magnitude and geographic reach. Places that were once considered temperate are now subjected to extreme heat, making heat waves not just a local issue but a global concern. 4. Impacts on human health. The effects of more frequent and intense heat waves extend beyond discomfort. Excessive heat can be deadly, particularly for vulnerable populations such as the elderly, children, and those with pre-existing health conditions. Heat-related illnesses like heat stroke, dehydration, and worsening heart and lung diseases become more common as temperatures soar. Access to cooling resources such as air conditioning isn't universal, and for many, it remains a costly and inaccessible luxury. Moreover, medical facilities and first responders can become overwhelmed during extended periods of heat, complicating efforts to adequately treat affected patients. 5. Environmental consequences. The environment is also not immune to the impacts of heat waves, which can wreak havoc on ecosystems. Extreme heat can lead to drought conditions, reducing water supplies and threatening agriculture by significantly affecting crop yields. Plants and animals must cope with this environmental stress, potentially leading to shifts in biodiversity and affecting ecological balance. Forests are particularly vulnerable, as dry conditions increase the likelihood of wildfires, a phenomenon that has been occurring with growing frequency in recent years. The cascading effects of heat waves on ecosystems underscore the intricate connectivity between climate and environmental health. 6. The role of urban areas. Urban areas, with their vast expanses of asphalt and dense building structures, often experience what's known as the urban heat island effect. Essentially, cities tend to be hotter than their rural counterparts due to the concentration of heat-absorbing materials and the limited greenery to provide shade and cooling. This effect exacerbates the impacts of heat waves, intensifying their severity within urban settings. Communities living in these areas face increased risks of heat-related discomfort and health problems. Mitigating these effects requires thoughtful urban planning, incorporating green spaces, and adopting building materials that reflect rather than absorb heat. 7. Future predictions. While scientists continue to study past heatwave data, climate models help predict whether these extreme weather events will become more common in our future. These models suggest a troubling trajectory. Unless significant action is taken to curb greenhouse gas emissions, heatwaves could become not only more frequent but also prolonged and intense. Rising temperatures combined with ongoing urbanization mean that without intervention, the resilience of our society to withstand these events may be tested beyond current limits. The ability to adapt to these changing conditions becomes increasingly critical for communities worldwide. 8. Taking action. Recognizing the increasing threat of heatwaves, actions are being taken on various levels, from local to global, to build resilience and mitigate impacts. Cities are rethinking their infrastructure, employing innovative cooling strategies like green roofs, improved shading, and reflective building materials. Community initiatives that focus on increasing access to cooling centers and providing better public awareness programs on heatwave risks are becoming more commonplace. On a broader scale, international agreements aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions serve as pivotal steps in addressing the root causes of intensifying heatwaves. Understanding that addressing heatwaves is not solely a scientific challenge but a societal one may pave the way for more comprehensive and effective solutions.